Aloha everyone, it's Jessica Oyanagi, the founder and CEO of Bloom. And I'm here today to share with you what the differences are, right, between being self-employed versus being a CEO, right? I think there are distinctions between these two roles in your business that a lot of women just do not understand. And I think it's very important to teach the differences, right? And help women really level up in their business and in their life. So thanks so much for joining me on this weekly heart-to-heart video so that I can share with you my thoughts about these differences. And if you've never watched one of my videos before, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you're interested in learning more about becoming a successful woman entrepreneur and CEO. So today I want to share with you what the differences are, right? If you're a woman entrepreneur, and whether you're just starting out or you're growing an existing company, right? I always aim to try to help my clients become powerful leaders of their businesses or their companies, right? And a lot of times I think we just don't know the difference when we're first starting out or growing our business. So this might be a new concept for some of you out there that are watching this. But it's something I'm very, very passionate about, and is probably even really my mission in becoming a woman's business coach, okay? So let's start out with the fact that most women entrepreneurs, right, we come from working as W-2 employees, right, for other businesses, maybe for a big corporation or a small mom and pop type business. Regardless of our work background, most of us have some type of an experience, right, working for other business owners, okay? So when we say to ourselves, oh, I'm really passionate about XYZ and I wanna start a business selling these services or these products, you know, we're amped up, we're excited, but at that moment in time, right, we may or may not be thinking about how we want to grow our business, not only financially, right, but how we want to grow our business in a way that will integrate and fit into our life as a whole, okay? And, you know, there's a lot of, I think, misconception out there that working hard, hustling and grinding, right? More of the patriarchal kind of way of looking at doing business, that's the only way to succeed, right? That's just the dominant way and the dominant thinking that's taught, right, in business schools, at least in the United States. And I'm here to kind of to disrupt that and to show you that there is a different way to run your business and live your life, okay? So if you're just starting out and launching a business or growing a young business, even if you have a seasoned business, right, that you're looking to maybe change or level up in some way, I want to help you understand the differences, right, between being a business owner and becoming a powerful CEO. And one of the biggest things that happens when we start businesses, right, is, especially in American culture, we're really taught to kind of pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and get out there and hustle and just do all you can do. Work as hard as you possibly can work and you will succeed, right? And I'm here to tell you that is definitely not the only recipe for success, but could absolutely be a recipe for burnout, especially for women, okay? Because this is not how we are naturally wired, okay? And so the number one thing I want to talk about in this video is a huge difference between being a solopreneur, is what I like to call it, and a CEO, is kind of the mentality that you have to do everything by yourself, right? And by the end of this video, I kind of want to talk about, you know, the mindset shifts that you need to make to become a CEO and a leader in your company. I want to talk about the actions, right, that I advise my clients that they take, right, to fit that role. And also about the lifestyle, okay? The lifestyle that you create for yourself when you become the leader of your business, right? And so number one is that idea, that mindset that I have to do everything by myself, right? Now, there is, I will say, unless you have a ton of capital, like startup money when you start your company, which if you do, that's fantastic. But a lot of women don't have that as a luxury, right? When they start their first business. I would say that, yeah, the number one mindset block that I see is that women feel that they need to do everything, do all the things in their business all the time, right? And this is a big mindset shift for a lot of women that can take a long time to develop and take action on and develop into their whole life, really. So I want you to know that you don't have to do all the things, shocker. You don't have to do all the things in your business. Now, when you first start out, like I said, if you don't have a lot of capital to hire help, and not even if you do, there is going to be a period of time for you where you might be doing all the things. You might be wearing all the hats, right? Because we're starting out, we're developing a business concept, we're trying new things, we're seeing what works to deliver our products and our services to our clients or customers. And so there's no better way to run your company as you grow it than to understand it and know it, right, from the inside out, okay? So in the beginning, you might be doing more things by yourself. That was definitely true for me. When I started my first photography company, you know, I was doing all the marketing, all the sales, all the bookings, going out and doing the photo shoots, editing the images, delivering them to clients, following up, asking for reviews, like literally every step of the process I was doing by myself in the beginning. But I quickly, like my concept for Mono Moments Photography, my first business, was to have a photographer collective, right? I quickly realized and knew from the get-go that I didn't want to do everything by myself, okay? There's a lot of photographers out there who love to do everything by themselves and just be a solopreneur, and that's totally fine. However, I will say you won't be able to progress to make more money and free up your lifestyle, right? And devote more time to your personal life if you're doing everything by yourself all the time. So I'm here to tell you that the number one kind of shift that you need to make is to stop thinking that your business is like a job, is like, you know, when you used to work for another company and you came and you showed up and you wore all the hats and you did everything your boss asked you to do. You know, that is not the mentality that you want to apply to running your business, no matter what kind of business it is, right? Because if you do this, basically all you're doing is you're trading your day job for another job, right? A job in your own business. And while that might actually be a step in the right direction and come with its own benefits, right, compared to working for someone else, I want to see as many women as possible become CEOs, right? Because we need more women leaders and business owners in our communities, okay? For all kinds of reasons. This is my mission. So number one is you need to start thinking about not working in your business all the time by yourself, you know, thinking that you're the only one that can do all of the things or everything is going to fall apart and crumble. No one can do it like you can do it. You know, I don't know if it's more unique to women than it is to men, but it's just a strong mindset block that can really hold us back from fulfilling our greatest potential, from making more money, from having a work-life balance that we really appreciate and it integrates into our lives better. There's just so much freedom, liberation, and success that lies on the other side of this block, okay? So I'm here to tell you, with all three of my businesses, I have lots of help, lots of support in various areas of my life, whether it's personal, you know, I've done everything from hiring dog walkers to daycare, right, for my kids, to housekeepers, to now I have a personal assistant, okay? I have independent contractors. My photographers are all independent contractors. I've hired employees in all of my companies, okay, to help them be more successful so that I don't have to be the one always delivering all of the goods or services to my clients, right? So I want you from day one to start thinking bigger, okay? That's really what I'm asking you to do in this entire video. It's just think bigger, right? Don't just think about the bare minimum. What do I need to do? How much do I need to make to just pay the bills and kind of trade my day job for this, you know, this new business opportunity? I want you to think bigger and about the fact that when you're the boss, you have the control in your life to develop your business as big as you can imagine it, okay? So this is number one. Item number one is I want you to think about not working in your business by yourself all the time, okay? And this doesn't mean you have to go out and hire a bunch of full-time employees, but it does mean that I want you to think about where are the areas of my business that I don't really love working in, that I don't necessarily need to be doing, that I might be able to actually attract in some quality help, right? And train them the way that I would like them to be helping to support my business, right? Because it is possible. You don't have to be the only one. Your business will not fall apart, I promise, if you attract in the correct type of help. So just think about this, chew on it a little bit. If you have questions, if you want more tips or tools on how to overcome this mindset block and really get help in your business, this is a huge difference between being a solopreneur and being a CEO. CEOs have help. They ask for help, they figure out where they need help, they ask for it, and they receive it, right? Super duper important. Okay, area number 2 that I would like to discuss about the differences between being a solopreneur and a CEO. Area number 2 definitely has to do with taking action, okay? The way you show up and you take action as a CEO in your business is super different than the way you show up as just being self-employed, right? And the only person working in your business, okay? And this could look totally different for different types of CEOs and leaders. For me personally, one of the biggest differences for me from when I was working alone to now is I have very strong boundaries, right? I have containers for how I run my businesses, okay? Whether that's the time of day I show up to work on them, whether that's when I have my phone on versus silent, whether that's, when and how I communicate with my employees or contractors, and when and how they show up and do their jobs within the businesses, right? So having strong boundaries is so key when you are a CEO and a powerful leader in your business, okay? This is how you keep your sanity, first of all, and this is how you find the most successful way to run your businesses, okay? Versus when you're a solopreneur and it's just you, and you're wearing all the hats, maybe you feel like you don't have any boundaries, right? Because you're showing up and you're at the mercy of the business all the time because you don't have support in place. You don't have boundaries in place for yourself, right? So this is just an example of one of the CEO type actions that you could take in your business. I also want to encourage you, if you're looking to shift into more of a CEO role, to look at yourself and really own your worth, right? That you are a powerful leader and visionary for your business, okay? CEOs are the ones that are always looking ahead, right? In their mind's eye, carving time out on a daily, or at least weekly or weekly basis to look at the overall health, right, of your company. Look at how you're going to grow your business, okay? This is your role as a CEO, is to always be looking for opportunities to either refine, right, your business and run it more efficiently and better, or grow your business, right, to hopefully make more money or provide more products or services for your clients who love you, right? Becoming the visionary and taking action, right, every single day that leads you into more of that leadership and visionary role is a huge way for you to shift from being a solopreneur to a CEO and leader in your business. And the third area I'd like to discuss when it comes to the differences between being that solopreneur and becoming a CEO is developing your CEO lifestyle, okay? And you might be like, Jessica, what in the heck does that even mean? What's a CEO lifestyle, okay? So you might think of a CEO as like an old dude sitting in an office chair, smoking a cigar, I don't know, counting his money. That's a terrible, terrible stereotype. But for women entrepreneurs, I think for most of us, we really want to create a lifestyle that integrates, or a business that integrates into our lifestyle, or a lifestyle that integrates into our business, right? We are very passionate about, right, our personal life, our families, our communities, right? We see the big picture and we see how our business fits into our life as a whole, right? So inside Bloom, my free women's business community, sorry, I have a candle burning over here. Suddenly I smelt it. I thought, uh-oh, what's happening? I'm going to set a fire while we're doing a live video. But I want you to think about how your business integrates into your life as a whole. And I encourage my clients inside of my free women's business community, Bloom, And in my CEO Circle, which is my VIP coaching program, I always want to encourage women to look at how you can develop your lifestyle in a way that works for you, in a way that makes you happy, in a way that maximizes your health and your joy and your financial success, right? Those are the areas that I want to encourage women to be focusing on, okay? Rather than putting business first, right? Money first, and sacrificing everything else in your life, whether it's your health, your happiness, your time with your family, your friends, right? Your leisure, the activities you love to do. Like, no, that's such an old school way of thinking. I encourage women, if you're a solopreneur, maybe you're working 40 or more hours a week, just busting your bum, right? Trying to keep things going. And as one individual person, you're never going to be able to grow your company if you continue to work by yourself. It's just not physically possible, okay? So as a CEO of your company, I want you to think about your life as a whole. I want you to think about, how much time do you want to spend focusing on your health, your happiness, your family and friends, right? Being out in nature, doing fun things like maybe going to the movies or traveling, right? Whatever it is for you, like the reason that we become business owners, at least for me and many of the women that I know in my community, is because we don't want to be tied to the 40-hour work week, working for someone else in an office all day, right? We want flexibility. We want our businesses to integrate into our life. So at Bloom, in my CEO Circle, I encourage women every single day to create a CEO lifestyle for yourself, right? And this means taking a look at your day-to-day, right? Your energetics, how you show up at different times of the day, right? When you should be doing your most important work versus, maybe when you should be relaxing more and taking breaks, how your business integrates every day, how it integrates into your life as a whole. And when you have times set aside for your friends, your family, your pleasure, right? All of those things are so equally important to the time and energy you put into your business, right? Because if we're not caring for ourselves, then we can't show up. We can't show up for our business in the best way possible. And guess what? Your team, your clients, your customers, they're gonna feel, right? If you're feeling drained all the time, if you're maybe missing out on the details that are important, or you're not taking the time to make those big moves and take those actions to grow your business or to improve your business, right? So caring for yourself and incorporating your business into your life and creating that CEO lifestyle for yourself, and the flexibility, the time, the energy, right? To really enjoy your life. That's the whole point of becoming a CEO, is again, something that I encourage and I teach inside of my coaching program and our free Bloom community. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Maybe it gave you some new things to think about. If you're a woman business owner who maybe is feeling a little bit stuck or stagnated, or you feel like you're working so hard, but you're not making more money. You don't have that time for yourself, right? You're not really sure like which direction to go or what actions to take next to improve your life, make more money, right? And actually live more for a change. Come on in and see us, right? DM me, send me a message, come join Bloom, my free community, see what it's all about. And I'd love to help you in any way I can to encourage you, right, to make that shift. Or if you're just starting out, to plan your business moves from day one so that you can become a powerful leader and CEO of your company. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, I'd love it if you give me a like and hit that subscribe button. And let me know in the comments if there are any other topics that you'd like to learn about, think about, that I could share my feelings on or my insight in or give you tips on when it comes to improving your life and your business as a woman entrepreneur. Thanks so much, and I'll see you at next week's Heart to Heart video. Aloha.